What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys can see my screen okay. Well, for those who don't know me, my name is Jefferson. I own Jefferson Photo. It's a photography business. I focus mainly in family portraiture, events, love doing maternity shoots, and never really done this before, but I wanted to show you guys my editing process. I know um, when I first started doing photography, I craved the knowledge to learn the basics of using softwares like Lightroom and Photoshop. And I'm not saying that I'm in the highest level, but I have been doing this for a couple of years. Hopefully, I can bring some value to people just starting. Um, I have around 10 photos here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go ahead and edit each and every single one of them, but I'll do my best to edit most of them. It just depends on the amount of time. Um, all right, so let's get started. So I'm gonna start by putting a picture and talking about the composition that I use, what I was going for, and what I like about this individual picture. Well, to start off, I had a shoot a couple of months ago with these two lovely little girls, super energetic, um, very, very great to work with. But when you work with kids, they tend to run around, jump around. So as you can see here in my settings, I had it at 800 shutter speed just to make sure that I was able to freeze the motion. ISO 640, it isn't kind of in the high side, but again, I prioritize the speed over the ISO, potentially being grainy in my photo. But I was able to, I made a decision, and then to choose a higher shutter speed and be able to capture the motion. Sorry, I might be a little nervous, but anyways, I'm gonna continue. I used F4 because I wanted to make sure I got both of them focused. It seemed that they weren't in the same playing field. So I shot this at F4, and what I was going for here, guys, is I noticed that the sun um, was beaming straight through the trees, and I knew that I was gonna be able to get some nice hair light. And I was able to get this cute little moment. You have the girl on the left side here. She's just looking at the camera, and then here she's just has a cute little smile on. Cool, let's begin. Well, the first thing that I do is I always press the J button here in my keyboard because it tells me what areas are exposed and what areas it shows me what areas are clipped with the shadows. So the first thing that I do is I acknowledge the photo, then I go down here and remove chromatic aberration. Then I select enable profile corrections, just gives me a cleaner image overall. Just last week I purchased presets. These presets here are from Pye. He's the owner of SLR Lounge. I'm sure you guys are very familiar. And these are some nice presets. So basically, the way I understand them is that these presets are very useful to use, especially for photographers that shoot in different type of lighting scenarios. The idea behind these presets is to, let me reset that. is to be consistent with the edit depending on the lighting conditions. For example, we have one called soft light, and then it has shade / overcast. Then we have HDR for those high dynamic range photos. We have flash, tungsten, we have green tint. We have a bunch of different options, but it colors the photo in a way where it's just consistent all around, depending on the lighting condition. So, all right, I'm gonna get started, guys. So I'm gonna hit reset. I'm gonna select remove chromatic aberration again. Enable profile corrections. That's just the way I like to start things. I'm gonna scroll up. And the first thing that I'm gonna do, guys, let's see if I can move this window here. Yeah, perfect. Moving this window to the left. Not sure if you guys can see that, but that kind of bugs me. Okay, so the first thing you guys see is this histogram here. I was watching some videos from Pye, and he always said the best way to use these presets by exposing to the left. Obviously, I took these photos a couple months ago, so I'm gonna expose to the left manually here on the exposure panel. So exposing to the left basically means moving this square all the way to the left. Around there, that's good. It's gonna show a little bit underexposed, and that's okay because these presets have built-in exposure. It just works better editing this photo when they're underexposed with these particular presets. Once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the preset. So I'm gonna choose soft light just because soft light is for those photos to just allow. Soft light is for those photos that have even light on their face, or any which creates soft light. So any type of picture that has even light, or you're in the shade, or even if you're in flash and it's soft light, the soft light preset would be the best choice. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose that. Just by one click, looks pretty good to me. The next step that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of these overexposed highlights. I'm gonna go to the highlights tab and then take those highlights out. They're gone. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go a little bit to the shadow side. I feel that you need a little bit more light in their face. That's good. Let's see here. 40. Also, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there for now. And then I'm gonna go to the white tab, kind of just play with that. That's good. Blacks. So this will definitely bring all the shadows out, but I kind of, my style is more of contrasty, so I'm gonna pull that a little bit down. Right about there, like that. And let's see what else I can do. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring up the exposure just a tad bit to where their faces are properly exposed a bit. Zoom in. Let's see here. About right. See her face. That's about good. So now that I have the exposure right, I'm gonna go ahead and just focus on skin tone. It seems that their skin's a bit green. So I'm gonna go ahead and play with the tint here. 12, that's about right. Let's see, just mess with the warm tones here. So I like focusing in skin tone right after putting the preset on. I want to make sure the skin tones are good. Let's see how that looks. It gets a bit too green still. 15. Ooh. There you go. Oh, it's beautiful. It's perfect. I like that. Cool. Usually after I do these steps, I go to the radial filter, create a circle around them. Then I press the O keyboard to see what I guess, I don't know if the right term is radiating, but I'm gonna go ahead and select invert here. That's great. And then I just learned this trick where you go to the range mask and go to luminance, and then you get the sampler and you sample the skin so the radiant won't affect the skin color. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that. Perfect. Oops, I don't know what happened here. Let me go back to that radial filter. So where was I? Yeah, so sampler, skin. Let's see. And then after that, there's a slider called range. Toggle that, and I see, so if I slide all the way to the left, kind of still gets their skin, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit that to the right. And as you can see, it just lifts it up from their skin. And you're just gonna be affecting the exterior part of the radial filter. So that's what I want. Now I'm gonna select O again, and I'm gonna go to burn. And then now that I know it's not gonna affect the skin, I'm just gonna toggle this down to where I like it. Let's see here. Go back to 0. There you go. Ooh, yes, just makes the background pop a little bit more. Just do a little more. I like that. That's great. Let's see what else I can do. So these presets tend to put a little bit of noise reduction to give you that soft skin. But I think 15 is a little too much for my taste. So what I typically do is I go to 10 in terms of noise reduction luminance, and it still gives you that soft skin capability. And for me, 10 is just like the right amount for my personal taste. Okay, and let's see. That looks good, guys. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to start focusing on the actual faces. I feel like these eyes could be a little bit brighter. So I'm going to go to brush tool, iris. So these presets, they do give you an option to buy the toolkit from the VFlow preset packs. Again, the pack that I have is called Modern Pack, but I didn't buy the toolkits. Obviously, because we're in rough times right now, coronavirus time. So I'm gonna save that money. I'm comfortable with my skills and making things pop a bit more. I'll probably buy those toolkits maybe later on this year, but for now I'm gonna use what I have. So I'm gonna go to Iris Enhance, and then I'm gonna put this maybe to 45, and then I'm gonna go ahead and highlight her eyes. It's about right. Maybe we could do a little more. I like that just a little bit. She has a lot of I gave these kids candy, so that's why their lips are a bit red and they have a little bit of stickiness in their face. But we'll get to that a little later on. Because I'm going to zoom out, and then the next thing that I do is, it's probably contradictory to what a typical workflow would be, but I'm going to go ahead and before I clean their face, I'm going to go ahead and soften their skin a little bit more. I usually go to texture here, and then I press O because I like to know where I'm going to be painting, and I just start painting all of her face like this, guys. I know it seems kind of messy, but that's just the way I do it. Boom, 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 boom. Then I press the Option key just to make sure that it's not in her hair. Boom, delete and erase. Perfect. like that. Great, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make this brush smaller, and then delete the ones in her eye, just because those details are important. Her eyebrows, her other eyebrow, and then her eye here. Boom, beautiful. Her nostrils, her lips, there you go. Boom, 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 boom. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that looks pretty good to me. Let's see, I'm gonna take that. Oh, wow, and I'm having it around 40, negative 40. I think that's a good amount. Let me check this out. It might be a little too soft. So I'm gonna go ahead and dial that down. 35. It's a bit better. Then now I'm going to go do the same. This little girl over here. It's around 40 as well. Oof, what happened? My computer's a little slow because I am using Zoom to record this. Looks like a little too much, so I'm going to delete some of that stuff here. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Lips. And then I'm going to go ahead and crank this down. 35. That should be pretty good. See how that looks. Fit. That looks good. It's loading. That looks pretty good. Let's see. Now I'm going to go ahead and just whiten her teeth a bit. Teeth whitening. Perfect. All right. I think her teeth look a little green because of the reflection of the grass. I'm sure she brushes her teeth every single day. That looks good. Let's see here. Perfect. Not too much. Don't want to make it seem too unnatural. All right, let's see how this is looking. Zoom out. Beautiful. Wow, looks pretty good. Let's do a little before and after. A little before and after. Really? Come on, why isn't it working? There you go. So before and after. That's a nice pop. Okay, I'm still not done. I need to take it to Photoshop now. I feel like her skin's a little too soft. Go ahead and adjust that one more time. Okay. Save that. And just so you guys want to know a little bit more how I shot this as well. So I do have a Sony a7 III. I believe this was shot with the 24-70 G Master. I think this is, I just got the 85 1.8, which I truly love, but you could actually get some nice bokeh out of this 24-70 all the way pulled out at 70. As you can see the bokeh balls in the picture. I also tried to frame the girl with the blonde hair with the branches there. I just really like this picture. But so I think I'm pretty much done in Lightroom. Now what I'm gonna do to do the final touches is I'm gonna bring this into Photoshop and just clean it up a little bit more. Like her shoe, she has like some stuff in her shoes and their dress, and so I'm gonna clean that up. And I think that should be really, really good. Yeah, so that would be the first step. So let's go ahead and just finish this off real fast. Okay. How am I doing, guys? I hope I'm doing okay. It's pretty excited to do this. So What's going on here? You know, I was watching a live stream yesterday from a fellow Photo G, Wes. He did a live stream into editing photos. He's actually the one that inspired me to do this. So shout out to you. And he was having the same issue. He was trying to edit from Lightroom to Photoshop, but it wasn't working. So let me just try this one more time, guys. Normally, when you put edit in Photoshop in Lightroom, it should just pop up. So let me just try this one more time. So edit in Photoshop, it should just work like magic. Come on, come on. Come on, baby. Whoa, this is so slow. I swear to God, it's never this slow. Is it working? Did it work? Okay, so it's loading. I might have to just edit 1 or 2 photos because I don't think I'll be able to edit 10 photos with this laggy computer. All right. Did it work? Yes. Oh, look, it's loading. All right, let's give it another shot. Probably gonna have to break this video. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. Cool. All right, we're back on, guys. So the first thing we're gonna do is create a new layer. And you know, it's funny, these bokeh balls, you would think they're from, don't be grossed out, but you would think they're actually from the light coming in from the trees, but it was actually a lot of mosquitoes. There's a lot of mosquitoes. If you can see, there's mosquitoes here near the girls, and I swear to God, the background is just full of flies everywhere. So it could be like half bokeh ball flies and then half bokeh ball light through the trees. So it's like a half and half. But I really like the effect. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay, so back to business, guys. Created a background. I don't usually name it, but I'm going to name it just because I want to be a little bit more professional here. So I'm going to name this cleanup. Done. And the first thing we're going to clean up is her cute little face here. Boom. All right. So I'm going to get the spot healing tool and just dab in areas that I feel need a little cleaning. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. I mean, the advantage of shooting babies is that they usually have soft skin already and they don't have like any pimples or anything like that. Ooh, what happened there? That's good. Let's just make sure my settings are right. Looks pretty good. Her face is okay. Not too bad. Ooh, her dress. Yeah, so this is the candy that I gave her. And she didn't want to take pictures and she was crying. So I was like, hey, do you want candy? Which now that I think about it, it sounds pretty wrong because this is basically a stranger offering her candy. But you know, I knew her mom from high school, so she knows I'm not. She knows I'm okay. I'm a good man. So I'm just deleting these little lollipop saliva trails. A bit dirty there. She was rolling around a bit. Boom, boom, boom. Clean, clean, clean. And this really makes a huge difference, guys. I know it seems a bit tedious, like Wes, my friend, was saying, but it really makes a world of difference. It just makes the picture look cleaner, more professional. I mean, can you imagine them printing this picture out and not realizing that she had lollipop candy all over her dress? I mean, you just never know. So gotta make sure that's clean. All right, let me see here. So her dress here. Boom, 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 boom. That's good. Let's see her face. There you go. There you go. That looks pretty good. Her shoes, yes. See, look, you see these bokeh balls there? I'm telling you, they're just little flies. All right, that's good. Clean that real quick. Clean that. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry if I'm boom, boom, booing a lot. There you go. You know, it's crazy. I've been wanting to do one of these videos for a long time, but I said to myself, like, this is gonna be boring. You know, like, I don't know if people want to watch this, but dude, for some people, people dig seeing other people edit photos. You know, I feel that it's people are just curious and how people's workflows are, because I feel that there's a lot of photographers that learn from different platforms, whether it's YouTube or some people have attend paid workshops, and then you have those fellow photo Gs that advise you certain ways to edit photos, and everyone just learns differently and they learn different things, and everyone's workflow is completely different. So I feel that that is what captivates me to see how other people edit. And you pick what you like. There is no right way to do it. You just kind of just over time you just find your own thing. It's kind of mine, kind of simple. I'm not too technical. I just want my picture to look pretty good. That's the end goal. So I'm gonna press C here, and then I'm gonna zoom out, see how that looks. That looks pretty good. I like that. I think we're done, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this photo. File, save, and it should just save in my Lightroom here. And wow, that looks pretty good. Let's see. All right. Let's just get rid of these bars. Oop, that's actually my work MRP system. But anyways, what do you guys think, guys? Pretty good, right? I like that. That's pretty good. All right. So the first one is done. I wonder how long that took me. Let's see if I can see here. I don't know. I can't see a time limit. But anyways, let's move on. All right. So let's edit one more photo. So I was gonna edit this one. So funny story about this one. So the mom did not want to take pictures. I tried to convince her, come on, take pictures with your kids, but she wasn't feeling herself, which is totally fine. She's a very, very beautiful lady. So I had this idea where I usually when I work with kids, I have their parents lift them up or kind of just carry them. It's just something about that just makes kids laugh. So I basically cropped like 90% of the mom's body and just focused on the expression of the kid. And it looks really good. Let's bring up the exposure on that. The highlights and the whites. I mean, look at that cute face. Boom. But I feel that I don't want to do that one right now. So let's see. Let's do something different. Uh, Something different. All right. So I'm gonna do this one. That one. I like this one. It's a cute family. Um, cool. All right. Let's see. How are we gonna start? So again, I'm gonna go to remove chromatic, enable profile corrections. That's just what I always do. And then I'm gonna expose this to the left a little bit. Try to do a quick edit for you guys so we can do as many photos as possible. Then again, it's soft light. So I'm gonna go ahead and click soft light. And it seems like it did a pretty good job, but I feel like it's too magenta. Let's see if I get this tool here. Maybe I can get a proper balance of temp and tint. Too warm. Let's see here. Too green. Maybe it'll just be better if I do it manually. So let's see. I'm gonna go to tint. Oof, too tinty. There you go. Let's play with the temp. Let's bring up the exposure a bit to desaturate that magenta. Let's see how that looks. Mom's skin tone looks good. Let's see. Okay, that skin tone looks better. Yeah, I like that. Let's see, I'm just mess with the temp. No, it's too much. There you go. I think I got it. You know what I forgot on the other photo? I don't think I needed it, but so I'm gonna click back. I think it's perfect, but I think if I just add a little bit of contrast here, I'll just bring it up to the next level. Let's see. Oh, yes. Oof. It just gives you that feeling. Yeah, that's great. Let's see, bring up the exposure a bit. Perfect. Anyways, I'm gonna go back. Sorry, guys, got a little distracted there. I dissolve sometimes. So I like that already. Let's see, I'm gonna mess with highlights a bit. Just a bit. Whites. It's good. Blacks. I like blacks because they bring a little bit more contrast in there. That's good. And then add some contrast here, just a tad bit. Just a little bit. So again, these preset packs are designed for you not to add too much contrast. I think that's good. A +2 is good. Let's see, I'm gonna bring a little bit more light in the shadows. I like that. Let's see here. What else am I gonna do? Bring that to 10. It's good. The luminance. Let's see. I feel like I can do needs a little something. So I'm gonna go back to exposure. Bring the proper exposure on the face there. And then I'm gonna do the radio filter just because I enjoy doing the radio filters. Do the same thing that I did last time. I'm gonna do burn. Can I invert? See where I go. Then I'm gonna get the mask, luminance, get this thing there. I'm gonna get this guy's skin there. There you go. Perfect. I did a pretty good job. See, it just took the red out of the his hair and his face. That's good. Take that off, and then I'm going to create this. Oof. There you go. That manufacturer vignette there. I feel like this whole thing is too green, so that's good. So I'm gonna put a little bit more magenta on it. That's good. I feel like it's a little bit more exposure. I like that. I feel like her forehead's a little too hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pull the highlights a little bit more. I like that. That's good. All right, I'm gonna go get the tool again. I'm gonna go to burn, and then I feel like I can bring more color by burning the clothes there. It's good. Maybe this guy's shirt. There you go. That's great. I like that. Do I need to bring this in Photoshop? Nope, I think everything looks good. I like that. All right, moving on. All right, this is one of my favorite pictures that I've ever taken. So I really aspire to be one of those photographers that tell stories in their photos, and I feel like this one tells a story. You know, you have the mom, cleaning out those eye boogers out of the kids. It just says mom cares, and it has a beautiful backdrop, and I don't know, it's just a really nice picture. So I haven't edited this one before, so let me edit this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to enable chromatic aberration, enable profile corrections. That's typically what I do. Let's try to get the skin tones right now. Right now. I feel like it's pretty good. Looks pretty good, skin tones. All right, I'm gonna go to soft light. Let's try another one. Hard light, HDR, backlit, flash. Soft light just gets me every single time. Really like it. All right, so I'm gonna go to highlights, get rid of the overexposed areas. Bring up a little bit more exposure. It's too much. That's good there. Bring a little bit more light to the shadows. And I'm gonna add contrast. It's too much contrast. I don't want their skin to be too orange. It's great. And then let's check this out. Oh, this is the 85, guys. Really love the compression of it. So I feel like I can work. I feel like it maybe might be too warm. So let me just cool it there. Let me work back up. It's too much. All right, that's good. Let me just mess with the tint slider. Too green, too pink. That's where it was. A little bit more pink, maybe to a 4. I like that. That's pretty good. I feel like it's missing something. What could it be? I'm gonna use a radio filter one more time. Boom, invert, and let's see here. There you go, that's good. And close this in a bit. There you go. Burn, 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 burn. That's good. Like that. Maybe too much. I feel like this radio filter is doing something in the background that I don't like. Let's see here. I feel like it's smoothing the back too much. Let's just try a regular vignette. Something less fancy, more traditional. All right. Just a tad bit. That's fine. I feel like it needs a little bit more exposure. Go to whites a little bit. Oof, there you go. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna do a gradient filter. I feel like I could just bring more contrast that way from the foreground. And I'm gonna mask up luminance. And do the same thing that I've been doing. There you go. Start over. There you go. Yeah, I don't want no smoothness. Nope, that's too much. All right. That's good. I like that. So I feel like his skin is just not right. Let's see. So these are the struggles that people go to. It's not always perfect. So I just feel like, sorry, I'm cracking my neck. You probably heard that. I'm sorry. I feel like this is just too orange. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna mess with this just a little bit. If I can't figure this out, I'm gonna go to the HSL tabs. That's okay. Okay, you might hear my wife in the background. Okay, so that warmness is good. So I'm gonna go to the HSL tab, and I'm gonna go to luminance. I'm gonna go to the orange and just brighten up a little bit. Brighten the skin just a tad bit. Okay, hold on. Let me just go back. Get the little tool in there, see where it is. So this area here is just too orange. All right, so let's see here. Boom. It's too much. All right, there you go. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm targeting the area that I want lightened. And I'm just going up or down just to see where it's at. Okay. Okay, that's better. Let's see. Bringing back his clothes back to live. I like that. That's cool. That's okay. I like it. It's all right. See before and after picture. There you have it, guys. That looks pretty nice, actually. I shouldn't be mean to myself. It's all right. All right, so let's do a couple more, and I think we'll be in good shape. We'll do a very challenging one. Oh my God, yeah, let's do a challenging one. More challenging than this. So I took this picture, guys, at I believe it was Victoria Laguna Beach. It's that beach with the tower, and always around sunset. Every time in this very same location, there's like this really like orangey, purplish light that I get. I'm not sure if maybe my white balance is off, but it's just not very pretty. So you're gonna see me try to color correct, probably a lot. But we'll get this. So it's gonna be a journey, guys. We'll probably just end with this photo, and then we'll go to part 2 to edit the other photos. There's the other photos I want to edit. There's this one here that I want to edit that's filled with like green light, but it's beautiful light. It's just that it's too green that I want to show you guys how I would edit something like this. There's this one here. I just love the colors on it. And then there's this off-camera flash picture that I took as well. We'll leave that for part 2. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one here. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I feel like this photo is super crooked. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to autocorrect. That typically does remove chromatic aberration, enable profile corrections, yada, yada, yada. But I feel like the auto rebalancer does a pretty good job. So let me see if it's a horrible job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it manually. Bring that up right there. That's good. And then I'm going to change this to a 4:5 Instagram size. I'm going to bring this down here. Put them right in the center. I think that's a good composition. Let's see how that looks. I like that. That's sweet. You have some foreground here, some leading lines with the ropes. You have some texture with more leading lines. All right, so let's see. What are we going to use here? Let's see what looks good. Well, nothing's going to look good because, again, presets are just a foundation. Then you have to do some tweaking after that. Tungsten, mixed lighting, or exaggerated. Content. Black white is the easy way out, guys. Okay, I like to challenge myself. I know this picture looks lovely in black and white, but you know, we're gonna go ahead and go into a journey right now. So I'm gonna go soft light. As you can tell, it's just my favorite side of the preset. It's still really too orange. I'm gonna see if I can get the proper balance by getting the sampler tool. See if that helps any. Nope, it's too green. That's okay. Let's bring up the exposure just a bit so I can get a better feel of the color. I'm just sampling random stuff. Ooh, I got it. There you go. Sometimes you have to poke at the picture to make sure you get the proper white balance. It's not the perfect white balance, but it looks good in my eye. So I feel like it desaturated some of that nasty orangey thing. All right, so let me just focus on the face here. Let me just see if I can warm up a little bit, warm up the skin tones. That's good. I like this white balance. Move that a tad bit just to, you know, don't let the sampler get all the credit. So you have to, you know, move it just a little bit. Go halfers on the credit there. All right. So what else do we need? So we need some contrast on this. A little bit of contrast. So some shadow. Bring up the shadows a bit. That's good. Mess with the whites. That's good. Blacks. It's too much uprise on the blacks. That's good. I like that. And let's see, what else can we do here? I think that's pretty good. But I feel, let's see, that is a big ass. No homo, no homo. Let's see here. Let's see, I'm gonna bring the dodge tool here. I feel like the face is too dark. So let me just bring some light in there. That's good. I don't know. It's preference, guys. I just feel like I need a little bit more light in there. Let's see. I'm gonna bring. Let's see what else I can do here. I kind of like that. On the exposure. All right, so I'm gonna bring the radio filter. Oof. There you go. Invert. And then I'm gonna go to burn. That's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna brighten them up a little bit more. Just get a big tool there. Oops. There you go. That's good. All right, it just smudge everywhere and kind of just get the edges afterwards. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. People don't know. Brighten that up. Boom. Do it between the legs a little bit. There you go. See how that looks. I like that. Let's see. We'll do a little before and after. See that pop? Boom. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, maybe not. Could have maybe a little bit too overexposed. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the burn tool and kind of just burn this foreground a little bit. That's good. I like that. Let's see what happens here. That look good, Jeff? It's okay, whatever. I think that might be it, guys. I think that might be it. I thought we were gonna go in a bigger journey, but apparently we're not. Let me just check something here. I think that's good. Let's see what else we got in here. Lights, highlights, huh? Let's mess with this. Darks. Oof, that's too much. Darks, darks, darks. Bring that up. It's too much. I'm just gonna leave that where it was. 22. Lights. Oof, what's going on? Highlights. Ooh, I like that. That's good. Just a little bit. That's okay. All right. I think I'm pretty much done here. I think that looks okay. I'm gonna crop this just a little more. There you go. All right. Do I need to bring this into Photoshop? I think I do not. I do most of my work in Lightroom. I only bring it into Photoshop when I want to composite some stuff or clean, but I feel like this whole texture thing in this photo definitely kind of works. That reminds me, I'll go to texture here. Maybe I can make this photo look a little bit better by putting texture all over. So 40, 40. All right, let's bring this. I just love that texture stuff there. Let's see if that even did anything. Oh, it did. You see right there. Probably can't see me point, but I feel like it did something. That looks okay. Some of my best work. I just feel like the skin tones are just not right. Here, let's just play with this. 39. I'm just gonna remember 3947, 3947. I remember the exact number just in case I don't like what I did. So I can go back with it. So I'm a little bit more green. No, it's like there's like a fine line where it's like too green or too magenta. Let's see. Mess with the oranges again. I feel like you just have to, right? You don't like it. Let's see, go all the way here. Dial it down. Let's go to 4. Not too much. I don't want to, you know, make it look too obvious that I'm making her pale. I think that's okay, guys. I like that. There you go. So let's look at the photos that I edited. So that one, got this one there. That looks cool. Got that one. As you can tell, I like colors. Like I like making it pop. You know what? Let me desaturate this. It's funny. I just saw like color and I just said desaturate, right? It's like, make up your mind, dude. I think desaturating really helped. I desaturated that nastiness that I didn't like. So let me go ahead and go back to the HSL a little bit. Kind of bring it back where it was. It was like a +2. And that desaturating really helped. I can always bring contrast by bringing down the blacks. Okay. Shadows. All right, that works. I think that works. I feel like I can warm it up a little bit more. Just a little bit. Burn. There you go, it's better. A little bit more contrast there. I think I like that. I like that. That's good. See before and after picture. You see that? That nasty orange is just nasty. But anyways, I feel like I made it look a little better. That's awesome. I like that. And I just noticed something. There's like some tagging here. So instead of bringing it in Photoshop, I'm just gonna get this spot healing tool. Go back to fill. There you go. Oh man, what's going on? It's a bit laggy. There you go. That's pretty nasty, guys. So let's go ahead and just erase that. Did it do it? There you go. There, it did it. Boom. All right. I think that's it, guys. Well, I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Thank you for joining me. If you want to follow my Instagram, you can go to _Jefferson_. And again, the presets that I used was the new VFlow Modern Pack. I like them. Pretty nice. Cool. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below or DM me. Slide into my DMs. All right, guys. We'll have a good one, okay? Take care. Peace.